everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my self-tanning routine. So I mentioned my new favorite self-tanner is the Loving Tan. I talked about it in my February favorites. Completely obsessed with it. I have not found anything better than this in all the years that I've been self-tanning. This is hands down the best thing that I've tried. So I thought that I would put together a whole video. You guys can see how I apply the tanner, what I do to prepare, how I get rid of it when I'm ready to redo it, that kind of stuff. So just kind of talking you through the whole process. Now really quickly, I did want to mention again that this is the Deluxe Bronzing Mousse, and I have it in the color Ultra Dark. I'm pretty sure this is the darkest color you can get it in, but it is a mousse, so it comes out just like a mousse for your hair. It's very, very easy to use, easier than a lotion, it dries a lot quicker, easier than a spray because it doesn't get streaky. So I really like the mousse formula. I love this color because it's a very olive and warm undertone, so it gives your skin more of that natural looking tan, like you are naturally a darker color. And so it's really, really a pretty look. And I did mention this in my February faves, but the thing I love most about it is just the longevity. It lasts for weeks on me. Even if I've had it on for like 2 or 3 weeks, I will still have to like scrub my skin to get it completely off. So I really like that. I don't always have time to do this every single week. So something that I only have to do once or twice a month is perfect. I will leave the link for Loving Tan down below in the description box, so if you guys want to check it out, you can. They have a bunch of different colors to choose from, and also they have a few different accessories to kind of help you apply it. If you use the code ALEX at checkout, you will get a free gift, which is the mitt to help you apply it, which is awesome. I use a mitt every time I do the routine. Alright, so let's move into the routine. The first thing that I do is obviously hop into the shower and get off any leftover tan, really exfoliate your body. You can use a scrub that has like beads in it or anything like that. You could use a washcloth. Most of the time I just like to use the little mitt from Loving Tan. It's like their exfoliating mitt. That's really nice. It gets it off easily and I know that it works well. But you could even use a loofah, anything like that. Just really make sure you're using something that's more abrasive to get your skin really, really exfoliated and smooth, and that will help the self-tanner to not only adhere to your skin better, but last a lot longer too, without getting like patchy or anything like that. I do have one quick little tip for you guys that has really helped me. Getting your back is extremely hard when self-tanning unless you have someone to help you. So there is actually a little tool on Loving Tan's website that will help you reach your back and you can kind of apply it easier. But also, one thing that I really make sure to do is always blow dry my hair before I put my self-tanner on. If you have like dripping wet hair after you put your self-tanner on, that is just going to drip down your back and you're going to have little dots and little streaks running all down your back. So make sure your hair is dried or at least like up in like a little towel or something so that's not running down your back. So then I move into actually applying the self-tanner. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just want to shake up the self-tanner, apply a few pumps of it to the mitt, and then apply it directly to your skin, almost like you were applying lotion. Make sure to blend it in really well, make sure to get in all the little cracks and crevices, and bend your arms and bend your legs to make sure you get every angle. Be sure to be looking in the mirror while you're doing it, obviously, so if you have missed anything or there's a little streak, you can catch it before it dries. So you do have a few minutes to really blend everything in and make sure there's no streaks or anything like that. self-tanner to my face, I actually like to dilute it with a little bit of moisturizer. It just doesn't look natural for me to have a super tan face. So by diluting it with that moisturizer, I'm able to give my skin that hydration that it needs and just a little bit of color. It looks really pretty and really natural. I also try to avoid my eye area. It does kind of irritate my eyes if I get it in there, so I just want to let you guys know to kind of just be careful around that area. So once you've applied it all over your whole body, you can do a second coat if you want to be really dark. Sometimes I'll do a second coat on my legs. I went ahead and did it in these clips just so you guys can see that it's not scary or anything. You just reapply it just like you did the first coat. It's super easy. After you've applied as many coats as you want, now's the time to really let it dry and to be very careful. So after that first layer has dried, I'll go ahead and throw on like my robe or pajamas or loose fitting sweats. Just something that it's not going to like stick to your skin because you're still going to feel a little bit sticky for a while. And speaking of that, you really want to let that tan develop. So you want to let it develop for about 6 to 8 hours. The longer you can go, the better. So I usually do it at night. I'll hang out at home the rest of the night and I'll go to bed with it on. And when I wake up in the morning, then I rinse it off. So the longer you leave it on to develop, the darker it's going to get. And I like it to be pretty dark, so I wait until morning. And then I just lightly rinse it off in the shower. I don't use any soap or anything. I just kind of hand wash my whole body and get off that first layer. That's just like the guide. And you will see that you are nice and ultra dark and super tan. And so after I have rinsed off that guide layer, I'll get out of the shower, but make sure you are patting yourself dry and not rubbing because you'll just like rub that self-tanner off, so that would suck. So just pat your skin dry, and then going forward, I try to make sure my showers are as quick as possible. So I will literally just like get in, wash my body, and get out and pat myself dry. That way the tan lasts as long as possible. Also making sure you're putting on lotion every day. That'll help kind of seal in the tan too and help it last a lot longer. That's pretty much the routine. It's very self-explanatory. If you have applied lotion before, you can do this. It's very simple. My number one tip though is just to make sure you have that mitt. That is going to make a world of difference when applying the self-tanner. You're not going to get streaks. It's going to apply easier. It's also not going to get on your hands. Speaking of that, I do have to mention that quickly. I know you guys are going to ask. So I get it on my hands all the time. I have no idea how, but for some reason it's inevitable. I always get it on my hands. So this is very simple. You don't have to go to your kitchen and cut up lemons or anything. Just get out your toothpaste, whatever toothpaste you use. I'm sure it's sitting right next to you in the bathroom, and this is what you do. I wash my hands with soap and water and get that first layer off. Dump some toothpaste in your hands, wash your hands with that toothpaste, let it sink in for a few minutes, rinse it off. If it's still there, apply some more toothpaste, do it again, it'll be gone. That is the only thing that I have found to actually get self-tanner off in an instant. Whitening toothpaste. And it does kind of feel like minty and tingly on your hands, but it's no big deal. It's the only thing that gets it off, and where you don't have to like do some crazy home remedy or anything. It's very simple, and I'm pretty sure you're going to have that toothpaste right next to you anyways. Alright, so that is pretty much everything. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or anything, just leave them down below in a comment and I will try to get back to you. Again, I'll have the link for Loving Tan in the description box. Give this video a thumbs up if you like being tan like I do, but you don't like going in the tanning beds. I mean, that's super expensive. It's just not good for you. Skin cancer, all that stuff. So don't do that. Use a self-tanner. It's so much easier, trust me, and less hassle. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Bye!